Welcome, dear viewers, to CouchWarrior TV on YouTube. I am the CouchWarrior, and you are watching Mehrunes Arcana, a Skyrim Let's Play. Well, when last we left off, we had just completed wiping out the bandits at Knife Point Ridge Camp, and we are on our way back to Falkreath. Along the way, I ran into this old fort, which I believe is called Cracked Tusk Keep. I approached directly from the front. Yes, look at that. Cracked Tusk Keep discovered. I approached from the front and was kind of moving from stump to stump. I was able to get close enough to pick off a guard which was standing on a platform next to the front door. At this point, I'm looking for an alternate way in. I think this is going to be my way in. Yeah. Let's try this again. I'm going to see if maybe I can jump to this roof over here instead of attempting that walkway. There we go. My guess is we're going to have at least a couple more guards outside the main fort, inside these walls here. So I'm going to move cautiously. We're going to pick the wall here in case there's one inside that hut I was just walking on top of. We'll try to draw him out toward the sound. Oh, look at that. We got one coming from the front door instead. Let's get surprise on him. Oh. Pick him before he hits the door. Go, go. There we go. So since I acquired this orcish bow of flame, and obviously one more level in overdraw, I've begun getting a few one-shot kills now. We're starting to get to that point where we're acquiring enough power in archery that we're able to pick our enemies in one shot. The sooner we can reach that level, the better. We've got a ways to go now with the archery skill before we can get another level in overdraw, but I'm confident we'll get there soon enough. We're using our bow primarily for everything. See, now, I expected a guy to be in here, but there wasn't. So there's a little side door here. Rather than waltzing in the front, we're going to take this side entrance. See if we can catch them unaware. If I can pick this lock. Okay, we did it. As you can see, we are level 12 on our way to 13. Hopefully it won't be long before we get there. Oh, we got an alchemy table and some ingredients. I think we're going to make a few potions before we move on here. Take advantage of this opportunity. If you remember, I am working on alchemy and enchanting as my primary crafting abilities. I will be leveling up smithing, but not taking any perks. To start with, anyway. So this is actually the 4th recording in this Let's Play series. I'm actually having a really great time with this one, and that's due mainly to the feedback I've been getting from everyone. I've got nothing but positive feedback so far, and I appreciate all of that and the input. Interesting thing this week, I had to actually invest in some new hardware. I was running out of storage for all my production files and so forth. So I actually had to invest in a couple terabytes of additional storage space just to keep my production files. Typically what I do is I will record this raw footage, and I will keep this raw footage in archive until I'm ready to go into production. And then once I go into production, I will sometimes save that project file halfway through just so I can, you know, go back and make any edits if I feel I need to change anything after producing the final video. That stuff all kind of piles up after a while, and you'll notice also from all the intros I do that I've got, you know, several different flavors of logo screens and all that kind of stuff. All those giant Photoshop files and things start to pile up after a while, and I was rapidly running out of storage space. So I invested in a couple terabytes to keep the whole enterprise going. I would expect to have that additional storage sometime later this week, and I'm going to start migrating all that stuff onto a single hard drive where I can kind of manage it all from one location. Eventually what I do is once I've got something in the can and I've actually published it to YouTube and it's about, you know, a couple of weeks old or something like that, I'll go back and delete the raw footage, and if I have project files I'll usually get rid of those as well. But even so, I was running out of storage space, so it's a testament to how many videos I've been making lately. But I've been doing it because of the feedback I'm getting from you all. Definitely appreciate it. Alright, let's see who else is in here. We've had kind of free reign of this little room down here, but I suspect we're going to start running into some resistance very soon. Like this guy, for instance.
That brat ain't mine. Could be any of my bounty. Won't get one rusty scepter.
Alright, we're going to drop him with a bow and see what happens. See, there we got a one-shot. Excellent. Now I'm guessing, yep, it's going to attract a buddy. There we go.
Is someone there?
He was a one-shot also. Not bad for level 12. I think at this point we've invested in the right areas, but we've also had a stroke of luck in finding a really good bow as well, which is certainly helping us a lot. Alright, I put an arrow into the wall here. Okay, this guy at the top of the platform, hopefully he's a one-shot too. Yes, he is. Alright, I think we've neutralized most of the threat here already. These guys are primarily hunters, so if nothing else, I should be able to acquire some additional arrows from the whole thing. I'm pretty sure there's still a boss in here I'm going to have to deal with, but we're fortunate in that we've been pretty darn stealthy so far, so he doesn't know we're here. Given the trouble I had at Knife Point Ridge, I'm guessing that this guy is not going to be any less difficult. So we are going to have to tread carefully, make a plan, work the plan, so to speak. So, after reading the letter from Fleet in a previous episode, I was talking to a friend about it, and we were kind of speculating that perhaps that letter makes him sound like a man who's not necessarily just bent on revenge, but has a tendency towards perhaps being a bit of a sociopath. I've been thinking about that, and actually, yeah, he does sound a bit psychotic, but I keep thinking to myself, perhaps he's just that mad, huh? I don't know that he's risen to the level of being a total sociopath yet, but we will soon find out. We're dressed like a mountain man so far. He could end up being some kind of psycho mountain man guy. Oh yeah, he's in there. He's standing not far inside the door. So, we're going to go with the old misdirection trick. Draw him out with an arrow in the wall. Oh, yeah.
Is someone there? That's the best you can do.
Wow, look at that. That hardly dinged him.
Time to end
gotta
this
get out of
little
here.
game. You puny weakling.
Down. I'm going to head out the front door and see if he'll follow me. If he follows me into the open, I can run him out just about anywhere I want to.
You picked a bad time to get
Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, we got another guy out here. I was expecting... Oh, come on. One more. I don't know where this guy came from. I was expecting to see him when we came through the first time. It's not the first time that I've raided Cracked Tusk Keep, and in the past, I seem to remember three hunters just inside the walls here. I don't know where he was hiding when we came through the first time. Alright, well, the chief didn't follow us out, so we're going to have to pursue again. I'm hoping that once we go in, he is not in full alert mode. These bandit chiefs and so forth are really quite tough. When you consider that we were one-shotting his men, and we hardly put a dent in his health bar. We've gotten some levels along the way, though. We're rapidly approaching level 13. Alright, we come in our side door again. And we carefully approach. I need a strategy for this guy. I need a way to tie him up long enough that I can do some significant damage on him, and by that I mean multiple arrows without putting myself in a compromised position. I'm thinking, as I look to my left here, there may be an opportunity for me to get up on this rubble and stay out of the way. Let's try to pull him out again. Put another one in him. I'm interested to see if he's been healing since we hit him last, too. Come on out. Okay, he's moving now. Gotta bring him back. Where are you? There he is. No, he hasn't healed.
There's someone there.
We gotta move.
I fought worse than you.
Whoa. Oh, man. He's got an enchanted blade, too. We just took a bunch of shock damage. Alright. Let's keep moving down. Head out the door. This shut him down last time, so... Look at that. We acquired another level. We're gonna come out again. We're gonna heal. Hey. I just love low levels. I love how quickly you acquire skill levels at low level. I hate how much you die at low level. I am looking for absolutely anything that I can possibly sell at this point. Alright, I think that's sufficient time for the dude to settle down. We've healed up completely. So we are going to get back inside here and see what we can do. Man, I can't believe that level of restoration didn't get us all the way to 13. One more level and something and we've got it. Alright. See, now there's this area up here. If we can get to it, I don't think he'll be able to follow us in there, up onto that rubble, that ledge there. So if I'm fast enough, if I can get around the table, I might be able to hop up there and peck away at him from that position. Come on out. He is a big, ugly bastard.
Must be my imagination.
Hit him up again. Okay. Oh, crap. One more shot. Go, go, get up. Oh, he's got a long reach with that thing. Run, run! Oh, nuts. Alright, we screwed around with him too much. You didn't, dear viewers. I did. That was my mistake. Don't allow me to place blame for my ineptitude upon you, the dear viewer. That's the ledge I'm talking about right there. So this time we don't make that mistake. We're going to run straight for it and get in there. I'm guessing he won't be able to follow us out there. He may run down the stairs and go around to try to see if he can get to us from below, but I don't think that's going to be possible either. So let's start by pissing him off. Getting him out here. Alright, now let's make a move.
I fought worse than you.
Alright. We need him to stay in the room, though. We gotta try to draw him back. Come on, pal. Alright. Let's see if we can draw him back with a familiar. He's going to kill this thing with one swing, but I'm hoping it brings him back enough that we can get a clean shot. Bouncing off the geometry, but... Oh, there we go. Now we got him where we want him. There's one. Hold still. Two. Couple more. Die already. Well, whew, there we go. Well, the strategy worked. It wasn't exactly elegant, but it worked. Well, not sure about that sword. I believe I actually already have another piece of gear that has shocking, or I've disenchanted it already. I'm not sure. So I'm going to bypass it. It's pretty gigantic and heavy. Here's some good stuff. We like the potions. We like the monies. We like certain books of, say, 50 septums or more. As a general rule, I pass over the books unless they have a value of, say, 30 or more septums. Then I'll check them out. Generally, if they're 50 or more, they're usually a skill book. One other little interesting tip... Oh, we got an arrow back. I've learned about the books in Skyrim is that... I don't know if you... I'd consider myself a lore enthusiast, not a wonk. I don't need to read every single thing, but there are certain things that I read, especially if I feel like it's going to help the storyline in some way. For example, I did a lot of reading online, not necessarily on lore, but on Linwe and who he was as part of the story, because I wanted to build my story around something that existed here in Skyrim already, and I felt like it would give it more depth. So I did some research on that. But as far as the actual books go, I strongly encourage you, if you have something like, a Nook or a Kindle, if you go online and Google Skyrim Books EPUB, you can actually find an EPUB out there. It comes in a couple different formats. I know that I've got it on my Kindle, but it is a single Kindle book that has all the volumes from Skyrim in it for my Kindle. So what I do is I don't read any books in-game so I can focus on playing. But when I do have some free time, or when I need to research something, or I'm just curious about something I found, I look it up on the old Kindle and I will read it there. It's much better way to read. Plus, I can kind of absorb the stuff without, sucking time away from what little time I have to play in games. So, just a little tip I learned. I can't remember the exact address of the place where I found it, but I found it by just Googling Skyrim ebooks or something like that, and it came up. It's kind of a link in an obscure blog somewhere. So for the life of me, I would never remember what the URL is, but I encourage you to check it out. It's really a simple install, and it's well worth it. I don't believe that it has any of the books in it from the DLC, but it has all the books from the original game. And the amazing thing about it is that this EPUB was actually available. I actually found it a couple of days after the game came out. So it's been out there a while, and somebody got real busy when they got their copy of the game and released this stuff, unless it was somehow leaked prior to that, but I don't think so. I haven't heard anything like that anyway. We got some stuff. I think I've got the capacity to take most of this. Anything of value. Maybe not the straw. What's this? Look at that. That's going to get us our level, too. Light armor forging. All right. Now, this is interesting. What we have done here is Fleet has inadvertently stumbled upon some shards of a, I guess it's an enchanted Daedric dagger that belongs to Mehrunes Dagon. And the deal with this is that this magic dagger, here we've got some traps, we're going to disarm these guys. I could just jump over them, but I feel much better knowing that they're completely disabled. So we're actually shooting the tripwires. Ah, look at that. Almost stepped on that one. There's another one. So we're going to back off a bit. The deal is that this razor of Mehrunes Dagon was split into 3 pieces, and the pieces were scattered all over the place. If you recover all 3, you can reassemble the dagger with the help of Mehrunes Dagon, and you can use it. I can't remember the exact wording of the enchant on this. What I do know is it has a certain % chance to instantly kill whoever you slash or stab with it, which makes it a great weapon, especially for a low-level assassin type person. So we've acquired those. I can remember where at least one of the other pieces of this dagger are. I'm not sure where the third is. I'd have to search my memory for that. But I'm guessing at some point we will pursue that. It might be a worthy weapon for us to have at low level and sort of fun. And eventually it'll look great in a trophy case. Well, I'm sure there's a few more things in here, but you don't need to see me explore the entire thing. Well, dear viewers, we have reached the end of this episode. I thank you for taking the journey with me, and until next time, may all that you do be swift, quiet, and deadly. And to all Skyrim assassins, I salute you. Silence is our battle cry. You've been watching Arcane Arcana, a Skyrim Let's Play. If you liked this video, please rate, like, and subscribe. For more information on this and other CouchWarrior broadcasts, visit me on the web at www.couchwarrior.tv.